Hi, I'm Lamarr Townsend, the Zodiac Wizard. So, you got cut off by a Cancer man or a Cancer woman. Maybe they're ignoring your text messages, they're just ignoring you or your messages in general, and you're trying to figure out what to do. Alright, well, first of all, you are making the right choice by watching this video. Alright, I'm Lamarr Townsend. I am an astrologer as well as a psychic tarot reader. So if you would like a personal reading from me, personal astrology reading or birth chart reading from me, or a psychic tarot reading from me, make sure you check out my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. Subscribe to this channel and hit that bell next to the subscribe button so that you get a notification whenever I go live. And of course, make sure you follow me on my social media pages at Lamarr Townsend on Instagram and on Facebook, facebook.com/Lamarr Townsend official. So that Cancer man or Cancer woman is now ignoring you, and it's difficult to reach them. All right, maybe they've emotionally cut you off, or they've just generally cut you off. The first thing you want to do is you want to give that Cancer man or Cancer woman space. Okay, you want to respect their boundaries at this time. Right now, you have to remember that Cancer's the crab, so the crab does things sideways sometimes. Okay, they're not always straightforward. I mean, literally think about it. You know, the crab sometimes literally walks sideways, okay? It has difficulty sometimes walking straight. So, it's in a Cancer's nature to do things sideways, backwards. You know, it is what it is. But you always have to make sure you read between the lines with a Cancer man or Cancer woman. And basically, when a Cancer man or Cancer woman ignores you or blocks you out of their life or cuts you off, what they're saying is, I need space, okay? I need to get away from this situation. It's too emotionally chaotic. It's too emotionally taxing. And right now, they just need their space. So what you want to do is you want to give them space, okay? And then, while you give them space, Cancers also are very intuitive, very psychic. So they kind of expect people to be the same way with them. Unfortunately, what they realize oftentimes is that people aren't, all right? People can't read Cancer's mind, although Cancers are really, really good at reading other people's minds or other people's energies, and they get disappointed when they realize that, you know, other people don't have that same ability when it comes to them. So what you really want to do is you want to give them space, and you want to self-reflect. You want to introspect and figure out maybe why you have been cut off. What has made them cut you off? What has made them start ignoring you? Did you start getting warnings kind of at first that something was going awry or that something was going to go awry soon? You know, kind of start to self-reflect and reflect back on how that Cancer was emotionally responding to you. Like, what were their emotional responses, their emotional reactions up to the point of being cut off, up to the point of being ignored. These are key, you know, clues as to why you got cut off, and then, you know, what you can do to maybe get back into Cancer's good graces if there's the possibility of that happening, right? So you want to give them space, and you want to kind of self-reflect and figure out maybe why you got cut off. Now, if at this point, after you've given them space, you know, and you've self-reflected, you choose to go back to the Cancer, you want to make sure that you go back with genuineness, with authenticity, because Cancers only respond to genuineness and authenticity, especially emotional genuineness and authenticity. One thing that will also go well with a Cancer is kind of knowing what you did to piss them off, make them mad, or make them cut you off or start ignoring you, and apologize for that. Now, once again, you have to be genuine with your apology. You have to be genuine with your intentions. If you're not genuine, a Cancer is going to be able to tell, and they're going to just further retreat into their shell, their crab shell. So you really want to be genuine and authentic with a Cancer, okay? You know, and be willing to kind of put your heart on your sleeve. They appreciate that. They really, really do. If, however, you choose not to wait to go back to the Cancer, and you choose to wait for the Cancer to come back to you, you have to be able to wait for that Cancer's timing, okay? It may take months, years, days, weeks for that Cancer to come back around. But you have to be okay with that kind of consequence. So either way, even if you choose to, you know, reach out to the Cancer first, you're still going to have to respect that Cancer's boundaries and that Cancer's timing. And, you know, maybe they won't want to reach out to you as soon as you reach out to them. Maybe it'll take them a couple days, a couple weeks, a couple months, or years to reach back to you, you know. But you have to stay persistent. You have to stay consistent in you know, getting back in that Cancer's good graces, showing that Cancer that you're trustworthy, showing that Cancer that you're sorry for whatever it is that you did that made you get cut off in the first place, okay? Now, 9 times out of 10, if it's something completely horrible, you know, you can, you know, typically get back into Cancer's good graces. You know, just do the things I said, give them space, self-reflect. These are the bare minimums, right? You know, to get back into Cancer's good graces. What other things can you do when a Cancer cuts you off? You know, you have to remember that Cancer is also, it's a polar opposite of Capricorn. And Capricorns are known, you know, types of people who you have to go in their timing. So when a Cancer cuts you off, at that point, the ball is in their court, especially if you want to rectify the relationship, you want to fix the relationship or come to a resolution. The ball's in that Cancer's court. Now, as I said, there are certain things you can do to maybe speed up the process of getting back in that Cancer's good graces. And that's being authentic, genuine, you know, apologizing. Apologizing is a big one, all right? Apologizing for whatever it is you did or didn't do, you know, and really, really showing, all right, because Cancers, you know, it's one thing to say you're going to do something, or it's one thing to say something, but, you know, you have to show it through your actions. You have to show it through how you make a Cancer man or woman feel, all right? Like, you know, so you can make them feel bad or you can make them feel good, but they're always going to remember, you know, how you make them feel either way, all right? So, like I said, you have to let them, you know, process their emotions. You have to let them also, you know, be able to deal with things on their own timing, okay? Don't rush them, all right? That's one thing you don't want to do, is you don't want to rush them. But you also want to be persistent and consistent if what you want is a relationship with them again, all right? And understand that, you know, once you get that, you know, once they let you back in, it's going to take a while to rebuild that trust. Once they let you back in, you're not in all the way, 9 times out of 10, you know, you're in partially. And, you know, that's a really, really pertinent point when it comes to this dynamic of being cut off from a Cancer. When they let you back in, it's kind of like a trial period. You know how sometimes when you start a job, they're like, oh, okay, well, this is your 90-day trial period, this is your 30-day trial period. If after 30 days we still like you, you're on for good. It's like that kind of situation when a Cancer lets you back in, you know, after cutting you off or ignoring you for a while. So, you know, you just want to figure out maybe why you've been ignored, why you've been cut off, and if it was your fault. Because, you know, 9 times out of 10, it's not always your fault. That Cancer also has to be able to own up to their own responsibilities and be accountable for the part that they played in the situation too. And sometimes not all Cancers are able to do that. So when you have a Cancer who's not able or capable to own up to their responsibilities, you know, in the situation, or, you know, be accountable for the part that they played, that's almost like talking to a brick wall, you know. So you're going to have to really, you know, deal with that Cancer in their own timing, and who knows when that'll be. So sometimes with Cancers, you have to know when to choose your battles, when to pick your battles, you know, and knowing which battles are worth fighting for, you know. So, but those are just some things about Cancers, and, you know, what to do when a Cancer maybe starts ignoring you or cutting you off. It's typically, you know, a sign that they need space to, you know, figure things out, to work through their emotions, and rather than saying it, they kind of hope you get the hint, or hope you read their mind, or read their actions, read between the lines. Remember, Cancers do things sideways, so just respect that too as well. All right, so this has been a Cancer video, what to do when a Cancer cuts you off or starts ignoring you. I wish you the best. I've been there before. I still have a Cancer who is, you know, still ignoring me years later. But at this point, my Capricorn ways are just like, you know, I'm going to let you come back. I'm at that point now. So whether he comes back or not, it is what it is. All right, you have to be okay with the aftermath. You have to be okay with, you know, whatever they choose. So I love you guys. Remember, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit that bell next to the subscribe button, and make sure you comment and like the video. Share with your friends and family. Follow me on my social media pages. And if you would like your own personal, private, confidential psychic tarot reading from me, or an astrology birth chart reading from me, check out my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. Hold on. I typically always have a candle going. And I always try to put my website link on the candle. So this is my website link, you guys. LamarrTownsendTarot.com. Go check out those readings. Go check out my blog, honey. Alright, I love you guys. And I wish you the best with your Cancer. And if you're a Cancer, I hope you got something out of this video. Alright, see ya.